The stock market is fake and gay. It doesn't represent anything real in the real world. It doesn't represent we the people, none of our wealth. It's a fraud created to launder money. Nothing about the stock market is real. Why does the stock market reflect we the people? It has nothing to do with it. These people are brainwashed by fake numbers, and they control the numbers and they just adjust them whenever they want. It has no representation. Do you think that the stock market affects what's going on in your community? No, it's a bunch of liars, politicians, and insiders. What do? They go to countries and they bankrupt them with their central foreign banks. They loan them money that they can never pay back. They use us as chattel. Every birth certificate is a commodity on the stock exchange. It has nothing to do with us. None of that money goes to us. None of that money goes to anyone in the real world. It's a fiction created for these elites. And who gives a shit if the stock market fails? It would have nothing to do with us. Does the stock market do anything for you? It doesn't pay your education. It doesn't teach you anything. It just creates more fear and greed. It's all built on futures trading. There's nothing real about it. They're predicting and they're literally using AI to control the stock market. It's not real. Same with crypto. None of these crypto holders hold their crypto. They just trade it and they're in anticipation for it. And yeah, 3 years ago, or when President Trump first got elected, crypto was way up. And now those numbers are down 70%. And they're saying, oh, wait for this, wait for the next this, wait for the next that. No, all it is insiders trading using AI to control artificial data. Got you brainwashed by it. Like I said, what's going to happen when they can no longer brag about the stock market and the economy? When we have real tangible assets, real food, people are eating real food again, they own their homes again. Forget about the stock market. It's all fiction. They want to try to leverage, oh, if the stock market fails. Good, that would be beautiful. We could all celebrate them. Get off of this debt slavery system that was created by the Rothschilds and these evil bloodlines. That's all you guys idolize is money and the stock market. Sir, I hope your stocks go down. You know? That's all you care about is money. I hope everyone who's involved in this, who wants to keep the cover up going, I hope your money goes down. Why don't you invest in something real? Why don't you make our country great again? All you're worried about is the fucking bullshit stock market, which does not reflect our economy. You talk about how great the economy is, nothing's changing. Gas is still $3 here. You guys are whack. That's what you are. Not representing the people. You represent the trillionaires' interests. You are spokesmen. You are puppets. President Trump, I know you have bigger balls than all of them and you actually get shit done, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that crime's going down. I appreciate fentanyl's not being smuggled in. I appreciate that human trafficking is going down. But the fact that you have people working for you who are trying to cover it up and they're going to try to leverage the economy and the stock market to protect pedophiles, you guys are fucking sick, immoral, unlawful. You all practice in fraud, legalese. Like I said, you made up your own language by the British Accredited Registry, the bar. It's a fraudulent court system, a legal fiction that only benefits bar members and people who can afford their representation. No one is ever present as a living man in their own jurisdiction in a real court, unless you know what you're doing, like I did. I did it in Columbus. I brought jurisdiction. I wrote one fucking paragraph to my clerk of courts and 2 sentences to the magistrate, and that shit was dissolved from the record. They didn't want that on the record because they don't want people knowing how the law really works. And you guys are trying to say that the economy. Who cares about the economy? Our economy is fictional. It's based off of greed and loans that'll never get paid back. 95% interest rates. You will never pay back this money. And you guys are worried about the economy. Playing a fucking show. I'm disappointed in you. Pissed off. We the people are disappointed. It's very disrespectful for you to talk about the economy when you're getting asked serious questions. So you want to deflect. Deflect towards the economy. What's going to happen when you can no longer brag about the economy? I see it happening soon, and it's going to be beautiful. We're going to be celebrating. Be free from this debt slavery system and your political gains. Your propaganda machines, your script writers, your FBI and your media. They need the FBI to make fake events so that way the media can cover it and keep the people brainwashed and all hypnosis. You guys just wash, rinse, and repeat the same old bullshit over and over. There is no justice in the Department of Justice. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is a fraud. It's the fraudulent Bureau of Investigation. I'm praying, literally, for the stock market to crash. I want to see it go back to zero. I want to see us get off the stock market and create real wealth. Not fake numbers that are controlled by AI, future trading programs to manipulate your economy. No one cares about the economy. It doesn't reflect us. It's a talking point for you guys to fucking bicker about. Our economy. It doesn't matter what president is in. It just matters what the agenda is. I don't think these rich billionaires want to keep getting murdered and get found out that they're pedophiles and stuff. I think they want to help the world. I don't think they care about digital bank systems and fraudulent numbers and artificial intelligence-induced trading ratios. None of that, you know? I think people care about their families, the food that's in their refrigerator. You're going to tell me that the stock market will crash if we release the Epstein files. I hope the stock market gets destroyed. I hope they forget about the stock market. That's all you guys care about. Watch what happens. You know? I'm not trying to blackpill you either. I want you to see the truth. You need to go to Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association.org, CSPOA. Learn about the real law, who's in charge of your counties. Make sure you have a real sheriff that's been elected, not just some appointed puppet. You need to get rid of all the NGOs, all the script writers, all the fake politicians, all the inside trading, all of that. You need to return the truth. You represent we the people. You're going to be judged just like James 3. If all you care about is money and making yourself look good, you sound just like everyone else. Don't get me started on Pam Bondi. Dan Bongino, thank God he left. He knew what was going on. Couldn't be around that filth anymore. Kash Patel lied his ass off. If I knew, I would come right now and do it myself. And then what happens? And then they have to tell you, oh, why is this redacted? Oh, and all the files being redacted. All you got to do is go in Adobe and you can unredact them. It's very simple. Open up all the files in Adobe and unredact them. You can see everything. I have mercy for the victims. Zero mercy. There is no forgiveness for pedophiles and cannibals. That's not a forgivable sin. That's probably one of the worst immortal sins you can have. Is it mortal sins? Yeah, it's called a mortal sin. For those of you who cause the little ones to do harm, it is better for you to dwell at the bottom of the sea with a millstone around your neck. I already have a cartoon scene in my head. It's going to be called the Millstone Olympics. It's going to be all water sports. We start them on a little platform in the middle of the ocean. It's going to be water polo, water soccer, water baseball. And then we let the platform open. And guess what? They're all going to sink to the bottom. And then eventually there might be like enough sunken to the bottom where they might be able to stand on top of the other ones and compete. But basically you're all going to be swimming at the bottom of the sea with a millstone around your neck. Unless you do something good for the people. You know? You guys have the audacity to come out here and use your talking points. It's a fucking show. That's the problem. We need to have a real government. We need Bukele style. Lock you all up in the same room with armed guards, investigate all of you, and no one leaves until the investigation is over, including himself, and then they go around and gather all you scumbags. That's what needs to happen. America is not a puppet. You guys think we're puppets. America is filled with evil leadership. That's the problem. You got a bunch of ignorant people who don't know what's going on. They just listen to whatever the hell the TV says. And then you got these actors on television pumping and fueling it. The people who are obsessed with their own voices. They're obsessed with money. They're greedy. It's like beating a dead horse. You know? I'm telling you, it's going to be Millstone Olympics. It's going to be... Or we can just go back to what's supposed to happen, you know? Like, I wish God would just come back right now and, like, if he could, I don't know. It'd be sweet if you could just grab someone by their head and just make them think right. Like, boom, now you have to think right. You have to do your job correctly. Like, why? I don't know why God gave everyone free will. No one, not everyone deserves free will. That's the problem we live in. You know, I believe that. You have no discipline. You deserve free will if you have discipline. But if you have no discipline, then you should be like freaking contracted. This is what you have to do. Like in the military, you don't even have to think. You don't. They provide everything for you. They give you a schedule, clothing, heat, water, shelter, food. You just have to listen. That's all you have to do is pay attention. You know, that's what should happen for you guys. For you guys with no discipline. And I'm not even very disciplined, but I have enough discipline. My mom taught me right from wrong. My mom taught me what not to do, what I should do, when to say something, when not to say something. You know? Obviously, you guys weren't taught. You guys probably don't have good parents. I'm sorry for that. But where you can start is in the truth, in Jesus, in God, in the Bible. Go back to truth. Go read the Constitution. Go read Mosaic law. Go read common law. Go learn about natural law. You guys are all puppets who studied an infringed legal system. You guys even have infringement around your flags. And you want to tell us what you're doing. You're all operating in fraud, covering for each other. And you know what I think's even worse? All these people who are still trying to talk about Q and Q was right. Q is a humiliation ritual. We're going to tell you 10 years in advance that nothing's going to happen. Trust the plan, trust the plan, trust the plan. We know all this, here's all the evidence, and nothing's happening. That's a humiliation ritual. Watching our government every day lie to us is a humiliation ritual. Watching queers on television perform at Super Bowl rituals is fucking humiliation rituals. That's all you guys do. You guys are demonic, satanic, witches, warlocks, demons, vampires. That's all you do. Manipulate. Nothing for truth. You know? I can go on and on and on and repeat and repeat and repeat. It's like that's how you gotta get someone. You gotta wash, rinse, and repeat. You gotta brainwash these people back into fucking common sense. Again, I'll admit it. I'm impressed with the crime rates going down. I'm impressed with illegals getting sent back to their countries. I'm impressed with many things, but for this is what the whole world's focusing on, and your department is not doing their jobs correctly. Remember The Apprentice? I watched almost every single episode of The Apprentice. You're fired. Like, what happened to that? The first administration, you fired everyone. Not everyone, you fired a lot of people. This is a humiliation ritual. This is all it is. Let's see who the next puppet they bring in. The next story, the next distraction. Bunch of humiliation rituals. This is sad. It's very disrespectful to me and we the people for you guys to act like that what you're doing, the way you're doing it, and how you do it is correct, and that we should be pleased with you and we should be satisfied. Makes no sense. President Trump's supposedly been an informant for almost 20-something years, more than 20 years. And they're worried about the economy? I don't believe it. I wonder what they have on you for real, sir. Maybe some kind of money laundering shit. I don't think you're a cannibal. I don't think you're a rapist. I don't think you kill people. I don't think that. But I'm sure you've done something to where you don't really actually want to help us. You just want to maintain your wealth. Because that's what seems more important to you. So your favorite line is tariffs, stock market, economy, but it's not reflecting for we the people. You know? It reflects your usual suspects, your Bank of Rome, your Club of Rome, Trilateral Commission, Bilderbergs, your United Nations, your World Economic Forums. That's who you benefit. That's who you work for. You don't work for us. They're giving you a certain amount of time when you're allowed to do certain things. I think that's bullshit. How the hell are all these people allowed to gather all the time? You have the most important people in the world, and you know where they're at, and they're all there at the same time, And they're allowed to dictate how much they're going to ruin our lives. And no one does anything. They just watch the news and then they make jokes about it and memes about it. We live in a fucking pussification of the world. And not just America. America was pussified a long time ago. The whole world has been pussified. Back in the day, when a king was like, hey, these motherfuckers are doing this shit, we're going to go raid their town and we're going to take care of them. And then that was his town now. I'm not saying that's what we need to do and go take over and pillage people's towns, but we need to take over and pillage their what they call their governments, their laws, their ideology. Use the law to punish them for the crimes they've committed. You got people committing treason every day, violating the Constitution, creating new policies to keep the fraud going, charging people with laundering and fraud instead of crimes against humanity. That's the problem we live in. When the stock market fails, I wonder what they will have to brag about. Very disappointed. You guys need to go find out who's working for you and who's representing you. You don't want no World Economic Forum junior world leaders in your government because they will not represent you. They will hide and protect any pedophile and cannibal for their interests because their special groups, their lobbyists are getting paid by special interests to make sure that puppet says exactly what it's supposed to say. You see how much paperwork that woman had in front of her? Couldn't answer any questions, just referred to her notebook every time. And then had an opinion and got pissed off and acted like a little girl when she got called out for real questions. That's not real leadership. Like I said, if I was the president, I would have went Bukele style on all of you. Every single one of you. Including myself. I would have had you guys investigate me too. But we live in America, the land of the free, with a fake timeline and a fake judicial system and a fake banking system, fake news, fake tragedies, fake solutions. Everything's fake. Fake science, fake religions. This is not America. This is not the America I was chosen to live in. Alright? We're going to make America what it's supposed to be. Every fucking state. 50 fucking states. Alright? It's sad that I have to get on here and cuss you guys out. I'm way out of my character. This is the shit I've been holding in for years and years and years, and I'm just smiling in your faces, acting like it's not happening. No. Like I don't care about it. And I know it's happening. Excuse me. Tired of smiling in your faces and pretending everything's alright. I'm being realistic with you. I live in reality. I don't live in hopium. I don't live in fear. I'm ready for these motherfuckers come knocking on my door for talking too much shit. What are they gonna do? I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to see God. Tired of listening to you fucking idiots. Father, forgive me. I pray and I cannot wait for the day for all of your guys' your whole carnival, your whole circus to implode on itself. Have a wonderful day.